Alrighty, so a few of you guys in my last video seemed interested in what my skincare is like lately. I mean, it's kind of different. A lot of the products are different from last month, but basically the routine stays the same. No matter what I'm using, I use sort of like the same kind of products. I use like hydrating products, then an oil, then a cream of some kind. So I think most of the products are different from the last time I did one of these, but the routine is the same. So what I can try to keep up with is monthly skincare routines. You guys can sort of see what I'm using, my thoughts on a few things. These aren't gonna be like very in-depth reviews. And I am gonna do my skincare with you this morning because I have not done it yet. And I like to do my skincare on camera. And if you're somebody who has been following me on Patreon, I have done this twice in the last couple of months, or the last month. I've done my skincare over there, you know, while I talked about some stuff. So you guys will have seen this, but I didn't really talk about stuff there. So if you're interested in my thoughts on things, I mean, you can stick around, but I think I told you some things over there that I am using, and I like showed it to you and whatever. So, I am pretty sure everything is different. I'm not going to talk about cleansers really, because I'm always using like different cleansers, and cleansers really don't make that much of a difference in my routine. Like I'm not noticing, you know, skincare or skin results, you know, just changing up like my cleansers. And I'm always testing new cleansers. I think I have like 3, you know, liquid cleansers sitting on my sink right now. I've got like 3 cleansing balms sitting there. I've got some exfoliating stuff in the shower that I use. Really the only consistent cleanser that I use, that I talk about every time I do one of these skincare videos, is the Osmia, either the pumpkin soap or the black clay soap. And right now I believe I am still using the pumpkin soap. So that is my only constant in my skincare, in my morning skincare. I only use that in the morning when I'm in the shower. If I'm not in the shower, I'm either using like a micellar water or like a very gentle cleanser or something like that. Or some days I'm not doing anything to my skin because I don't leave the house. And that's what happened yesterday. My skin was looking real good on the day that I filmed my Beauty Heroes video. And then yesterday I did nothing to my skin. I didn't do nighttime skincare the night before, and I accidentally fell asleep in my makeup. And then I didn't do daytime skincare. I mean, I got up in the middle of the night and I removed my makeup, but I didn't do any skincare. And then the next day I didn't do any daytime skincare. And then I only did nighttime skincare last night. So, I mean, my skin's not in terrible shape, but you can tell that I'm breaking out in, you know, certain places. I had a like a breakout happen like right here. You could still sort of see the spot from it. Oh, it's the worst, because those take forever for the spots to go down. Okay, now that we talked about that, I'll try to keep up with these monthly. I think I said that already. And then, yeah, we'll just sort of briefly talk about all the things that I've been using, where I use them in my routine. I'm not going to show you my nighttime skincare, but I will tell you it is basically the same, except I change like like maybe once or twice a week, I do something a little bit different. I did it last night, at least one of the products. So the other constant in my skincare routine, no matter what else I'm using, is the Tower 28 SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray. I always use this. I use it after I've cleansed, after I've masked, you know, before I do any other skincare to sort of keep my skin hydrated. I just always use that. And I did buy a refill of the big size recently during like Black Friday, which I still actually haven't unpacked any of my Black Friday packages or anything that I got in December. I don't know. If you wanted this, Justin, let me know. My last one didn't do that great, so I wasn't sure if maybe you guys are over it, but if you want one, let me know. Otherwise, I need to figure out what to do with all that stuff that I just need to organize. I need to organize stuff. Okay, so the next thing that I do sometimes, I don't use this every day. It sort of depends on if I'm taking a shower, because when I'm in the shower, I exfoliate. I did exfoliate very gently in the shower today because I did want to use this, but sometimes I'll use like a more aggressive exfoliator. Like the more aggressive exfoliators I have in there right now are the Mukti one that came in the Beauty Heroes box. And then I have the Nini Organics Coffee and Cacao Scrub. That one's a little bit more aggressive. The one I use today is the Ranavat exfoliator. It's very gentle. It's like this creamy, has like a very, very gentle exfoliation. Like it doesn't really exfoliate my skin that much, but it just gives like the slightest physical exfoliation. So when I either do something very gentle to my skin or I'm not going to take a shower, so I'm not exfoliating my skin. If I'm just, you know, doing a micellar water and then I want to do like regular skincare, I'll use a chemical exfoliant. So the one that I've been using the most recently is the mandelic acid and superfood Unity exfoliant from Youth to the People. I did receive this one from them a couple of months ago and I've been using it on and off. I don't use it every day. I maybe use it 1 to 3 times a week, sort of depending on the week. But I'm really enjoying this. It's 3% AHA, 2% BHA, and then 1% PHA, and it's gentle. It is very gentle. It doesn't irritate my skin. It doesn't like leave it raw or tingly or anything like that. It is very, very gentle, and I do really enjoy it. I will say one thing about Youth to the People, which was brought to my attention, which I didn't know. They've recently been bought by L'Oreal, which is unfortunate because I personally don't support companies that are owned by parent companies that test on animals, and L'Oreal is one of the worst in terms of animal, you know, testing on animals. So I do have a few Youth to the People things that I've been trying, and I unfortunately have really, really been liking. So you'll see a couple of things here, and then there are a couple of other things that I don't have that I'm not going to review here specifically, but I'll use up the things that I have because they were sent pre-acquisition. It just happened very recently. And then I won't buy from them again or recommend them, you know, after I finish them. At least if you're one of those people like me, if you don't support parent companies that test on animals. But otherwise they're good products, which is really unfortunate, you know, for those of us that really care about animal testing and all that kind of thing. So I am using the like little pads that it came with. It came with like these sort of like exfoliating facial pads because they have like ridges in the what the heck is this thing called in the facial pad? So you're getting like a chemical plus a little bit of a physical exfoliation. So I'm gonna do that because I am gonna film my makeup for you guys today too. You guys did seem interested in the makeup I was wearing in my last video, which honestly it's the exact same makeup I wear all the time. It's so funny, but I'll do a refresher of it if you haven't watched, you know, my old makeup videos. But yeah, I do like this. It's nice and gentle. Just sucks that they were, you know, recently purchased by L'Oreal. So I do that. And then I let it dry for a little bit. Okay, so then the next thing that I do is another Youth to the People product that they recently sent me. This is their most recent launch. It's the Triple Peptide Cactus Oasis Serum. If I can get you to see the package, and then I can, there we go. So it's a plumping, firming, and hydrating serum. It says it's amplified with 4D hyaluronic acid. So again, enjoying it. I haven't noticed like radical results from it, but it does make my skin, you know, like feel and look pretty good. But I haven't been using it for a terribly long time, as you can see. Only the last couple of weeks or so since they sent it to me. And then I'm just trying to use up some toners. This is the one that I'm trying to use up right now. It's the Sahara Rose Moroccan Rose Water Toner. This doesn't really make any kind of difference in my routine. It's just sort of like what I have on hand. And I am trying to go through my toners I'm trying to go through them. I'm trying to go through them, if that makes sense. Like I have a lot of toners. Toners is one of those products that you can sort of like accumulate. Because I mean, you go through them really fast. I think it takes me like about a month if I'm consistently using one of these, like this size, 3.4 ounces, 4 ounces, something like that. It'll take me about a month to go through it if that's the only one that I'm using. So I am trying to use, you know, a lot of the ones that I have sitting around right now. So I dampen my skin with that, and then I use 2 pumps of the Youth to the People serum. You want to put that on damp skin. And I did switch out. So last time I was using the Boxwala the vitamin C serum that came in that box, which I have really enjoyed, and I used it pretty consistently for about a month. I'll probably go back to it because like this is hydrating, but it doesn't really give me it doesn't really give me anything else, you know? It doesn't help with, you know, spots or hyperpigmentation or brightening or anything like that. It's basically just plump and firm, and I'm kind of relying on, you know, like my oil step and then my, you know, this step to help with like the other things, which I mean, really the products that I have are supportive of, you know, like evening skin tone and texture and things like that. So I guess I don't need it. I don't know when I'm changing my routine again. I kind of like just being very consistent lately until I run out of something, or until, you know, something new comes in that I need to test or whatever. I'm trying not to switch things up too frequently these days. And because I just like the, you know, the satisfaction of like using things up and not having, you know, 80 toners, you know, laying around or whatever. So the difference at night sometimes in this step would be, I've been using the Balancing Facial Essence from Nature of Things. Beauty Heroes did send me a bunch of the Nature of Things products to try out. And so occasionally at night, maybe like once a week, once or twice a week, sort of depending, I will switch out the peptide serum step for this. So it's just another like hydrating, you know, serum sort of product. It's just like, I mean, it's very nice. Again, it's not one of those products where you really don't notice, or at least I haven't noticed any results beyond like, you know, plumping and hydration and things like that, but it is very lovely. And I love the packaging of the Nature of Things products. It's like just very cool, just unique looking, you know, that like the standard clear glass bottle or whatever, just very unique. Okay, so then the next thing I'm doing is my oil step. Last month, I believe I was using Tanu from 57 Kind. I was working on finishing that bottle up. I did finish it. I had received the Ojai Wild Virgin Bloom Yarrow Facial Oil. They sent me this. This is their recent launch. I think I don't know if they're like getting into skincare, or if this is like a one product kind of deal. But if you've been around a while, Ojai Wild makes like really amazing, like naturally scented perfumes. What are there's like a chamomile perfume. There is one that's pink peppercorn, redwood leaves. I believe one is white sage leaves. I love their perfumes because they're very like earthy, and I don't know, I love them. I've talked about them a few times. Like, admittedly, I haven't worn anything besides like Skylar lately, though I have gotten back into my sigil scent Amor Fati, which I'm like obsessed with at the moment. I really want to try the newest perfume from Sigil Scent, but not in the budget at the moment. So yeah, I have been using this. And then I've been trying to use up these Audacité serum concentrates that I have. These two are nearly done. I did finish one last month, which was, green tea and lemongrass was the one I finished last month because I was using that. I think I talked about that in my last video. I'm not sure. Or maybe it was the Natura Detox oil I was using in the last one of these. I don't remember. Because I did recently finish up 57 Kinds Tanu and the Natura Detox oil. So I started a new oil. So this is the only one that I've been using for the last couple of weeks now. I think most of December. But yeah, I finished up one of the Audacité serum concentrates I was using. So I opened up the papaya and geranium hyperpigmentation, and I'm also still using the wild carrot for Vital Glow. These are both nearly done, and I do have a few more hanging around that I will open up after these are done, because I'm just trying to finish this up. So what I do is I do 5 drops of the Ojai Wild oil, and then I use 2 drops each of the Audacité serum concentrate. So let's mist again. I'm gonna do 5 drops of that. This one is like nearly done. I'm having to drop it out from the 1, 2, come on. There we go. There we go. I'm having to drop it out from here because I can't get the dropper in anymore. And then I do 2 drops of this one. I don't know. Again, it's like, sometimes it's so hard to know if anything that I'm using is really making any kind of difference. But I'm trying to be consistent, and I'm trying to use stuff up. So I don't know. If you watched my last skincare video, I feel like my skin doesn't look too terribly different, you know, minus the like breakouts that I'm dealing with right now, which is related to sugar, because I have eaten a bit of Christmas cookies in the last couple of weeks. It's related to not being super consistent in my routine all the time. I'm trying to be, but some days it just sort of like gets away from me. And then I'm trying to work on my sleep. I'm trying not to stay up past like 1 a.m. these days, because I wake up around 8 most days, depending on when Oliver wakes up. We have been working on him falling asleep by himself, because up until now I've been, you know, laying with him until he falls asleep. So we've been working on him being able to fall asleep by himself, and him staying in his room the whole night, and it's going pretty well. So I'm able to, you know, put him to bed in the room. We'll read a story, or we'll watch like a hamster video sometimes, or we'll just like play for a little bit. And then I tell him I'm going in the office, which is right next to where his room is. And he's okay with me like leaving the room as long as I'm close to him. So I'll go sit in the office. I'll have the light on, because he seems more comfortable if like he has like a nightlight situation, which I guess is normal, but because I had a nightlight when I was a kid. And, you know, then I'll sit in the office for a little bit until he falls asleep, which usually doesn't take that long, but you know, some nights he really fights it, but then I just spritz again. But, you know, as long as I wear him out, he falls asleep pretty fast. So he's able to fall asleep on his own, which is nice. And then I have to leave. So I experimented with this. So I can leave my office once he falls asleep, but if I turn the light off, he will get up in the middle of the night and come find me. But if I leave the light on, I think he thinks I'm still in there, so he doesn't come and find me in the middle of the night. So like the nights that I've left the light on, I'm able to like sleep in my own bed all by myself for like the whole night. And then he comes in the morning and he's like, "Good morning, Mom." It's the cutest thing. So anyway, we've been working on that, and I mean, that's nice, because at the end of the night, like it's nice to have like uninterrupted time by myself to either, you know, like take a bath or read a book or watch a movie or just sleep like the whole night by myself. Though my cat has been especially needy lately, which is just driving me nuts. Jill has been like the most needy cat. She sleeps with me every night and like gets all up in my face, and I mean, like, it's cute, but it's a lot. Okay, so enough of that. While that sort of sinks in a little bit, the only mask that I've been using with real consistency is the Laneige Purify face mask and wash. I only use this on days when I'm having like a really, really bad breakout. Like if I've got, I think I used this last week, because I had like a lot of breakout stuff going on, and I might use it tonight to sort of help, you know, with these other ones that I've got going on before they get, like this one around my mouth is like the worst. I hate the ones around my lips. You know, I've got a bunch around my chin. So I have been using this on the nights when I'm having like really, really bad breakouts. I don't use it any other time. And it's the only mask that I've really been using consistently. I did use up some Leilani Melly Glow in the last month. I also have used what is it? I think there's a mask, an exfoliating mask from Youth to the People. Again, because now I was trying to like test out the Youth to the People stuff so I could do like a little review, and I still will. I just won't necessarily buy or recommend them after that. But yeah, this is the only one that I've really been using consistently. This is my second bottle of this. I really, really like it. If you're someone that suffers with acne, it works really well on the days that I'm having, you know, like really, really bad breakouts. The oil step is the same at night. The only difference is the nighttime cream part, which we'll get to in a minute. Okay, so Then, for the most part, day and night, day for sure, but night sometimes, I am using the Terra Viva from the Beauty Heroes box this month, which again, I've been enjoying. I like this one a lot better than last year's iteration. And even the iteration before that. I just feel like the texture of this one is so much nicer. It's much more hydrating. It just feels nicer. It's a much more pleasant experience to use it. Haven't necessarily noticed specific differences, but I'm enjoying the cream a lot. So, most nights I will use that as well, but some nights I will pull out this Nature of Things Rejuvenating Overnight Facial Mask. I did use this one last night, and I use this one maybe about once a week, once every other week. I don't use it that often because I do feel like it's pretty powerful. So this again, Beauty Heroes did send me this to review, and once I use, you know, a lot of I'll be doing like a full Nature of Things review once I get like a really good feel for all of them. But I have been really liking this. I do notice, I kind of get the same results with this that I get with the Audacité Crème de la Nuit thing. I feel like this one is more powerful than that one though. Like I feel like when I wake up, my skin looks really good when I use this. It's like even, it's soft, I don't know. I feel like they're very comparable. And if I had to pick one, I would probably pick this one because I like the scent of this one better. I think it's more, there's some kind of like fruity something going on in there, but it's not like that really offensive lemongrass scent that the Audacité one is. So if maybe you've been looking at both, you're not really sure, you know, about either one of them, I would probably go with this one because I like the scent of it better. Plus I think they basically do about the same thing. So I will use this at night sometimes. I don't use it very often because I do think it is pretty powerful. So most of the time I am using the Terra Viva. And then my last step is the Cora Organics Berry Bright Vitamin C Eye Cream. I've been using this pretty consistently since I opened it up in the This Just In that I filmed. I think it was October now, or was it November? Maybe about 2 months I've been using this. And I'm enjoying it. Again, is it making a big difference underneath my eyes? I don't really know. I feel like with my skin, it's really so hard to tell if anything is making any kind of difference because my skin is just so, I don't know, like uneven and blotchy like all the time. I have no idea. I don't know. And then the last thing is I just spritz some more. Help everything sink in. And that is what my skincare routine is looking like right now. I've put everything else away. I'm not like reaching for random things. I have, you know, my specific routine just sitting out, so that's what I'm using. I'll pull a random mask out every once in a while, but not very often. I'm not masking too terribly often. But I mean, this is my routine. OTM of the moment. So, oh, the other thing that I use pretty religiously, I don't want to forget these, are the Rail Beauty Miracle Patches. I buy mine on Amazon because you can get a pack of 96 for $15, and they work just as well as the Mighty Hero Patches. It's just good if you're like on a budget, and you know, I do the subscribe and save, so they come every month and I don't have to worry about it or think about it. I never run out. I've always got them. And when I'm having like a really bad breakout like I was last night, I just pop those things on my face. I think I had like 8 on my face last night. And then I wake up and it really does dramatically reduce the healing time and like how long it takes for them to, you know, heal and go away. So I'll probably put patches again on like the big ones, like this one up here, this one again tonight, just to sort of help them finish drawing out all of that stuff. And then, you know, once the spot is like basically gone, then I stop using the patches. So that's everything that I've got for my current skincare routine. I'm going to film my makeup next, and then you will probably see that next week or something. I'm not really sure when I'll put it up relative to this, but if you are interested in my makeup that I was wearing in my Beauty Heroes video, I will be filming that for you. Hopefully I can get it to look as good. Because that's the problem, right? Sometimes you can't get your makeup to look exactly like it did, you know, as you did it that one time, and we'll see. All right, so that's everything that I've got for this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one.